The Isle of Skye was beautiful, and it's hard to pull myself away from the scenery and one-lane roads around the island. But I must be on my way to Inverness, where my ancestors lived in the 1600s before coming to America. The drive to Inverness takes me back to the mainland via small scenic roadways and through the beautiful, quaint towns of Skye. A quick stop at Loch Ness to grab coffee before a visit to the beautiful ruin of Urquhart Castle. Urquhart Castle on the shores of Loch Ness is a sight to see. The visitor center has a very informative section on the castle and the early period when the castle was in use, which means battles. Check it out before touring the grounds, as it brings the castle to life when walking the ruins. Walking towards the castle, there is a trebuchet, a medieval war machine that was used in the 13th century by the English to throw large boulders at the castle walls. This 13th century castle ruin has many areas worth exploring. Entering the castle gatehouse and the support areas is wild. The guardhouse and jail are immediately to the left as one enters through the gate. Up to the lookout platforms to defend the castle. And a view of the keeper's quarters. During the Jacobite Battle of 1692, the troops loyal to the English crown set an explosion to destroy the gatehouse so the castle could not be used against them. Food storage caverns are directly across from the Grand Tower, which is where the private residence of the laird are located. Connected is a great hall where entertainment and feast could be found.
This is the basement area, the storeroom.
floor beams are all gone, but one can see the windows and fireplaces that was once the bedrooms for the occupants of this castle. Back outside, there's a narrow walkway down into the chapel. Every castle had one for daily services. Then on to the great kitchen and the interesting information card on the raid of 1545, where Clan MacDonald stole the livestock of the castle and the surrounding areas. Exploring Loch Ness and the water gate that was used for those arriving by the water. This is a very beautiful view. It's time for me to make my way back to the visitor center and continue my drive on to Inverness. What a wonderful preservation of this 13th century ruin. It should be noted that a castle or defensive position has been in this location since the 6th century. An evening arrival to my hotel, stairs to my third-floor room, then a walk along the River Ness as the sun is setting. An afternoon concert is letting out as I wander down the street, crossing the river on a wonderful pedestrian suspension bridge. Gives a good view of the Inverness Castle. As I walk along, the World War I memorial is fascinating. And I find names of my Scottish heritage, MacBean and Fraser. The drive from the Isle of Skye to Inverness was beautiful, with a stop at Urquhart Castle and a quick walk around Inverness. Tomorrow, a drive around Loch Ness for some fascinating history and rugged beauty. Thanks for watching Tommy's Holiday.